Greetings, how are you doing? I'm happy to see you back here at Kingdom Investment Channel, where we talk about matters of finance, savings, and investment. Today, we'll be looking at how we can save money at times of inflation. I know most of the African countries and even other parts of the world, we are going through a period where our economies are suffering from inflation. And inflation is where the cost of goods consistently increase over a period of time. And of course, this affects our incomes. It affects how we spend money. It affects our daily lives because we earn money to spend and also to prepare for the future. And how do we prepare for the future? We prepare by setting aside some money that we call savings. And that's why I'm so passionate about encouraging young people and even those who are working and those who are in other ventures to consider setting aside a portion of their money, professionally advisable 20%, in a savings account to ensure that your future is financially secure. It's just one step of making it there. We'll go on talking about how you can invest your savings, exactly how you can benefit from other financial institutions that will give you dividends on your savings, and so many other issues on that. But it starts with you creating a savings account and coming up with that habit, enforcing that habit, making yourself disciplined, and following strictly that habit of saving a portion of your income. So before we get to our topic of the day, I want to encourage you to click the subscription button so that you'll be the first one to receive any video that we make concerning investments, savings, and all other matters of finance, and you will benefit. I know you'll not remain the same. Today, our topic is how can we save money at times of inflation. Now, even those people who have not gone to school today, they understand what inflation is because it has affected them, even in those rural areas. They are feeling it right now. They are feeling the increased cost of goods. And in fact, some of the economic organizations, they are speculating that the cost of goods will continue to rise over the next few months. And so it's high time me and you, we prepare for this times. And how do we prepare for that? We prepare for that by coming up with a plan and ensuring that we don't consume our savings in the name of, okay, we have found ourselves in this kind of a situation where the cost of goods are more and we cannot afford our current living standard. Now we go to the banks and withdraw our savings. That will not be wise, my friend. That will not be wise. And so today, I have 4 tips to help you continue to save money these times of inflation. And tip number 1 is budget. Budget for the savings. Yes. At these times, most people are tempted to assume that, okay, because of the cost of goods has gone up, I'll forget about my saving culture. You see, it is important to sit down now, look at the amount of money or reevaluate your saving target, the amount of money that you are saving every month. Relook at it again. If you want to lower it, you can lower it. If you want to increase it, if you have that capacity, the better. But sit down and adjust that figure to the current realistic environment or your capability, so that you don't find yourself at a place where you said you would save 20,000 and you can only afford 5,000. Because again, you don't sacrifice your basic needs at an expense of saving money. That will not be very wise, because we also want you to enjoy your savings in future where you are alive. Yes. You see, in savings, one of the most important things is not really the amount of money that you save, especially for the beginners. It is building that culture of saving, because it is a discipline that we develop over time. And so that's one of the most important things that you should ensure that it doesn't die in you now. Let's not that saving culture die now because of inflation. Save that small amount. Keep the culture going on, and because the situation will change. This is the season. It is a season, and because this season will change, then you will continue adding more and more, adding more money to your saving account as you will be able to do. The second point is, it is high time now you think about diversifying your income. I know for quite a while, most of us have not thought about investing in securities, investing in bonds, diversifying our careers, or looking at our passion, our skills, our gifts. It is high time to look into those areas that can earn you more income, because now you need to maintain or sorry, you need to maintain your current living standard. And because your income may not support that, you may consider diversifying your income. Now, you can buy government bonds, especially in Kenya right now, they're going at a very good rate. You can also invest in securities exchange, in Nairobi Securities Exchange, where you buy shares, you trade in shares, or you can also keep your money in a financial institution that will give you a higher interest rate compared to what the inflation rate is at. So say the inflation rate is at 6.9. You should ensure that your savings are in an account that is earning more interest than 6.9%. Otherwise, you'll be saving money, yet you'll be losing the value of that money. And when we talk about the value, we're talking about what you can get by exchanging that money for a product. When you talk about the concept of time value of money, you will say that a shilling is better today, or a dollar is better today, or a CFA in Cameroon is better today than tomorrow. Because the value of the money changes. The note may not change, it may just get older and to force it to be replaced by the central bank. But the value of that money will change over time. And that's what we were trying to safeguard against. So ensure that your savings are in an account that is earning more than the inflation rate. All right? Good. See, I can see you're taking notes. That's very good. That's very good. Thinking about how you can diversify your income. As a professional, say you're an accountant, you can try to look at other ways that your skills can earn you more income. By, say, you can start teaching accounting matters online. People are in need of those lessons. You can also try to look at your passions and other skills that you may have gotten that you're not working on now. Like you may have a passion of photography, and you can be spending your weekends on that, and you'll be earning more income. There's so many ways. Actually, when you sit down and look at the skills that you have, the gift, the passion, your passion, and the trainings that you have, you list the areas, and then you point out the problems that skill, that gift, that training can solve. You realize that there are so many things that you can do to earn more income. And that is what I'm inviting you to do right now. It is a time for you to sit down and look at your life in that dimension. Third point is that I've talked about this all the time, but today I want to take it a step further. It is high time you look at your financial and understand your financial position. And by financial position, we're not only talking about the incomes and the expenses that you incur at the end of the month. No, not really. We are encouraging you now to go further. Know how much you owe other people and come up with a plan of how you're going to repay that. You see? Yes, at times of inflation, you see, of course, if you have read the newspaper, you've seen that people speculate that at these times, people will default on their debts. Well, that comes at a cost. And for you to avoid that, it is good to sit down. It is good to sit down and see, how am I going to repay my debts, the debts that I have? Debts are not bad. Yeah, just have a plan of how to repay them. And if you find out that, okay, I may not be able to continue with the plan that we had organized with my lender, then you can go there and negotiate for better terms that will favor your situation. So how happens? You must learn to negotiate, and of course I was to mention about that. You need to learn to negotiate, and that takes us to the next point and the last point for today. That is, pay special attention to our expenses. It is high time to do that. It is high time to know where your money goes. Does your money goes to electricity? Does it? I mean, when talk about where your money goes, I mean in percentages. What percentage goes to power? What percentage goes to gas? What percent goes to transport? All those percent, you should be aware of them and assign target to each item, to each bill. Assign a target. A target, say, I will not spend past this amount on my lunch expense for this month. Exactly. And of course, when we talk about expenses, we have to talk about where we shop. It is important that you shop in the marketplaces where you can negotiate for the prices. Don't accept to go shopping around where prices are fixed. No, it is high time to employ those negotiation skills. Go out there, shop in areas that are giving discounts and that give you a chance to negotiate for the goods that you need. Thank you so much for being with us. This is Kingdom Investment Channel, where we believe that God is concerned about your savings and so should you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to see you in the next video where we're talking about how a cooperative society's account can improve your financial stability.